welcome back. On today's episode of my Turning 30 series, I'm going to be sharing with you my bucket list for this new decade that I'm going to be going into. A couple weeks ago, I shared with you my fall bucket list, and we went through the whole process of making the bucket list on Pinterest and the whole thing. So I thought today we would go through a bucket list, but for my 30s, and we're just gonna go into all the things that I really want to make possible in my 30s. Obviously, they're not gonna be all really big milestones. There's a combination between some of the fun stuff, some self-care stuff. There's obviously some career stuff in there. And I only added 12 things because I don't want to overwhelm myself with all of these things that I want to do. I want to make a bucket list where it feels more manageable rather than just adding a whole bunch of stuff and see what happens. Just adding things that I know will be possible, and I added some stuff that aren't that complicated so that I can feel that sense of accomplishment and feel like I am moving forward. And I honestly recommend you doing the same, because if all our goals and all our items in a bucket list are things that need a lot of work and are very quote unquote complicated, that might throw us off. That might make us feel that we do and we never achieve anything. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. We are back to the same setup that we had last time for the fall bucket list video. And obviously this time we're going to be looking into the 30s bucket list stuff. So this time I do think that we're going to be able to find a lot of stuff on my main feed on Pinterest rather than having to go and search for everything. But I am still going to go through and search for specific things because I have an idea of what kinds of pictures I want to add to this bucket list board. So the first thing that I want to do as I turn 30, and I guess to set the tone for starting my new decade, is throwing a big birthday party. It's not going to be a huge thing. I've already been planning it for a couple months, and I have 7 people, including myself, so 6 more people that are going to come with me. And we're gonna do some fun stuff that I'm not gonna talk about right now because that's going to be the video that I'm going to post to end this series. So you'll just have to wait, but I am going to show you the ideas that I have for this birthday party. So looking at my feed over here, let's see if Pinterest has kept any of the birthday ideas that I had saved to my main feed, because since I've been looking at other stuff, obviously things are going to shift. So I am scrolling here. Let's see. If not, then I'll have to search for it, because I feel like after our last search that we did on the last video, it turned into more of a fall feed rather than the birthday feed that I had going on. So okay, I'm just gonna tell you what my birthday theme is, and it's probably not gonna come as a surprise, but it's gonna be Death to My 20s. Do I even know how to spell? Okay, so Death to My 20s birthday party. This is kind of the vibe that I'm going for, kind of like a funeral looking thing. And I want to find some aesthetic pictures, so I'm going to add this one, and you can already see here I do have a mood board that's specifically for this event, but for the sake of our video today, I'm going to create a new board that's going to be, let's see, my 30s bucket list. And this doesn't have to go together. There we go. My 30s bucket list. So let's create that and start with that pin. I'm interested to see what the recommendations are going to be for this board, because they're probably going to be very unrelated stuff. So I don't know how the algorithm on Pinterest is gonna define whatever it is gonna end up going on in this board. So let's add this birthday cake because it looks really nice. I love these images like these that are like collages, so let's add that one too. And I'm actually now not sure if I added that other picture to the right board. Oh no, I did not actually. So let's switch it to 30s bucket list. Let's see. Do I want to add videos? Probably. I'll add this one, 30s bucket list. I love this decoration. So let's do that too. Although I don't need that many pictures because this is not the board that I'm gonna be using to plan the party. So maybe I shouldn't add that many pictures. Let's leave it at that. Let's go back to the home page. Next one is I want to make sure that I'm taking better care of my health. So let's look at some healthy habits, I guess. I don't know. I know I have to do a lot of improvement in that area because I am not notorious for being the best at taking care of myself. So let's see. I like this video that has movement, going outside, nostalgic plus bummed out, lonely, read a book. I like that. So let's put it here in the 30s bucket list. I think I'm going to stick to the same thing I said last time, which was I'm not going to be adding lists or graphics. I'm going to just add aesthetic pictures because that's the vibe that I want for the bucket list. I want it to be very visual and kind of something that I can manifest in my head as I look at it. So let's add this food related item. And I do have to say, this morning I did have kind of like a clean girl breakfast. I had my fruit, I have those ham and cheese rolls, I had water, so it was nice. And I do have my big water bottle here that I've been actually doing a good job at staying hydrated more. So points for that. Already off to a great start. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, let's do aesthetic so that I can actually see the pictures. Okay, so this one over here, I like it because it's like a mood board, vision board kind of thing. So it has the movement, it has the food, the products for the skin, it has the books, and it has the protect your peace, I can and I will sayings. So I'm going to add them to my 30s bucket list. Let's see, this one looks really nice too with the movement. This is one of the things that I have to do the most work on because I am not a girly that loves exercise, but I know it is very, very important. I've been trying to figure out what to do for that area. So let's add this one too because I need to remind myself, I need to remember, I need to move, I need to do other stuff, not just be on my computer and be a workaholic like I've been for the last decade or so. So is there anything else I can add? This one looks really nice. Self-growth area, and it has all the cute pictures. This time though, you'll notice that I'm not opening the videos because last time when I went into editing, I realized that I didn't mute the videos. So I had to cut out a lot of stuff so that I wouldn't get flagged on YouTube. So that's why I'm just not going to open the videos because of the music they have. A goal is a personal promise to your future self. And I try to tell myself this often because I always struggle with actually keeping my word to myself. But if it's for someone else, I just go and do it. So that's something that I need to remember for my 30s. I need to be better at keeping my own promises and staying strong in the things that I said that I would do for myself. Okay, let's see. Success comes from what you do constantly. I love that. But I'm not adding quotes. I need to remember, don't add quotes. At least not alone, not quotes by themselves. Stretching. Let's add this one. Okay, I don't know how many pictures I have. I haven't been counting. So I don't know how I'm doing in this. I'm going to add bullet journaling, discipline, healthy, love myself, respect myself. Let's add this one too, because it has the quotes and it has pictures. So I might have already surpassed how many pictures I did on the other category, but that's fine. We'll just go with the flow and do whatever comes. Next category is going to be a very funny one because I am low-key going back to my teens unintentionally, but I feel like I have to do it because it's part of the health things, and that is braces. I gotta get braces, and honestly I have to say that braces are kind of hot, not gonna lie. Braces are cool. So I have to do that, and I am going to add it to my list so that I remember that I have to prioritize that. I feel like I talk kind of funny, and it's partially because of the placement of my teeth, and just it's a whole thing. So braces are painful beauty. We love that. And I know we can do Invisalign. I just don't know what version I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna do traditional braces or Invisalign. So we'll see what my doctor ends up recommending, but I wouldn't mind if I had to do like regular braces, honestly. But yeah, I do have to do that. So we're adding here a couple pictures. She's recommending colors for your braces. I love that. So let me add it here. Let's go to something more fun. So for this one, I am going to my main page because the next category is going to be finding my style. And I have 3 different types of style that I want to try. But overall, I just want to look better when I dress. So the styles that I've been wanting to try are edgy, boho, and old money. And I feel like those 3 sum up my personality really well. I feel like I have a little bit of each of them in my wardrobe already, and just the way that I am as a person, it kind of falls into those. So I'm just gonna put here edgy fashion. I was gonna do on my main page, but I feel like I'm just gonna add everything, and I want to make sure that I add things that actually fall under those categories, because knowing myself, I'm gonna add things that are not related. Which ones do we like from here? Honestly, I like everything, but I want to see something that I've been wanting to try more is finding ways to wear skirts, because I don't wear them a lot and I do actually like them. So I'm going to add this one. I really like how this looks. I do already wear a lot of black clothes anyway, so I feel like this shouldn't be too difficult. I like this picture because it gives the combination between the edgy and the kind of old, not old money, but like, I guess more put together mature look. It looks fancy. It looks like a fancy edgy style. So I'm gonna add that. I actually probably might be able to make that outfit out of whatever I have on my closet at the moment. I have to look, but I think I should be able to. I love this so much. Oh my gosh, I love all of this. These are very cute. Okay, I could be adding clothes to this bucket list forever. So let me not do that. Next fashion style is gonna be boho, which again, I love that these styles, you are able to overlap them. So that's nice. I love this. I love how just nice this style is. It's like peaceful. And I feel like I need more of that in my life. So let's do this one because the bell bottoms are everything. Again, the skirts, I feel like I could buy skirts and like different pieces that could combine the styles, or I could even just use the same pieces to be in different styles, you know, like wear different styles like all together. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. So let's see here. And I am seeing edgy stuff showing up on this category as well. This is very cute. I'm going to add this one to my bucket list. I feel like this would be so easy to put together. But yeah, I pretty much have the outfit. I just need the jewelry and the cover up. This feels like a combination of both styles. I'm gonna add this one. I love this too. Very festival vibes. This definitely feels like something that could be an everyday wear. I love this because it's like so cowgirl vibes. So let's see what else. I mean, I guess I'm not gravitating as much to this style as I did to the edgy. I don't know why. I feel like I used to be more this style. Let me do bohemian instead of just writing boho and see if I can find more pieces. Okay, maybe the search was off. I do love this one. I love everything, honestly. But realistically, I used to actually dress like this. Now that I'm thinking about it. When I was in early college, I used to dress like this. I love it. I just love how those really long cardigans look. Again, the skirts, I need to get more into this. And the bell bottoms are everything. Like I said, I just love them so much. I love this so much. I love all of this. Okay, let me stop. Let's go to Old Money, because I feel like this one is going to be the style that is going to be the most different from all three of my fashion choices. So obviously this is cute. Just the vibe is so clean. I love how it's just so put together. This is everything. Like, I love this so much. This one looks very doable. This one as well. Let's see. I mean, I don't know if I'm actually saving the ones that give the most Old Money vibe, but at least something close to it. This is very, very cute. And this one too. I really do love how this looks. I don't know how the dress type would look on me, but we're gonna give it a try. This I can most definitely make with what I have in my wardrobe. This is very cute as well. I love the pop of red on this one. Okay, I love that there's a video that describes the ideas. I am definitely saving this. And this one. Cute. Very cute. Let's go on to the next one, which is also kind of similar. And I think for this one, I might be able to go back to my main page. But this one is dyeing my hair. Probably a fun color, hopefully. But just dyeing my hair in general, because I don't tend to do that too much. And I feel like with dyeing my hair, I should also add doing funky hairstyles, or not funky, but fun hairstyles. And overall, just doing something different, because my hair typically looks like this, like very long, very straight. I sometimes curl it, but it's not like I'm very adventurous with my hair, and I feel like it's time for me to do that, because I didn't do it when I had the age to do it. When I was in my teens, I was very careful with what I did with my hair, and I feel like now it's the time for me to just go bonkers and just do the things that I've always wanted to do. So let's see if I can find fun hair colors here, but if not, then I'll just have to search for it again. This color, I have an obsession with this color, and I feel like I should get it. Ugh, I love it so much. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I should most definitely do that. But let me see, because there's some very specific hair colors and placements for the hair color that I want to get, and I feel like they should be on here. I love this too, but I don't know if this lighter situation would go good with my skin tone. I don't know. I don't really know much about like color theory and all that stuff, so I'm just gonna put hair and see what comes up. Let's see. I love this, and I think partially the reason why I like it is because the whole style ties together, not just the color, but the style and the makeup and the necklaces and the whole thing. So I'm gonna add it. Let's see. That's very cute too. I'm gonna add it because it's very subtle. I feel like it's a good starting point. Okay, I think Pinterest knows that that's the color that I want to get, because it's not giving me a lot of options. Oh, this I love. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, we're adding that. Let's see. There's so many beautiful styles on here. I love this haircut. I don't know if this is a thing anymore, but I love it. So I'm going to add it. Maybe I'll get it done at some point. Let's do hair inspo and see what other stuff I can get. So I haven't been a fan of like green, blue colors, but I feel like I wouldn't be opposed to trying it at some point, I guess. This I love. Everything that is going on here, absolutely love it. And this, I've always wanted to have a split hair color situation like this, but I feel like I don't have the self-esteem to do it. But I just love it so, so much. Every time I see it on someone, I'm like, oh, it looks so good. This is one of the pictures that I have most on my inspo, because look at the hair. It's amazing. It's honestly absolutely amazing. I love it. Like, look at it. I think it's the same girl. I love, love, love how that looks. And I also love like hairstyles like this with like little braids and stuff here and there. But I never take the time to actually do it. And I probably should. I feel like at this point, I should be more experimental with my hair. And I used to be like that. I used to do a lot of different stuff in my hair, mostly because for school I wanted to stand out. So I would actually put in the effort to braid my hair, tie it in different ways and whatever. And I feel like I lost that. So I need to get back to it. I love how this cut looks. I don't know how it will look on me, but I'm still gonna add it just in case. This over here is typically what I used to get. I haven't gotten anything like that in a long time. Like I haven't done anything to my hair in a long time. The next one is gonna be a shocker. And it's actually not something that I am necessarily sure about. But I have been toying with the idea of getting a tattoo in multiple times in my life. Early college, mid-college, now. And I feel like I've always been scared to get a tattoo because of not knowing if eventually I'll regret it. And also because what if it ends up getting ugly? You know, because obviously our skin changes with time. And that's totally normal. So what if it ends up like looking weird and then I don't like it? I don't know. Or what if after getting it, I miss having my skin without anything? Because I feel like that would be the biggest thing. I just like seeing myself like blank. So I don't know if I'm going to actually want to get it, but I'm still gonna add it just in case. Because maybe I can get a tattoo in a place where I wouldn't feel weird about it being like marked. And definitely these are a lot. I'm going to put fine line because that's the thing that I like. And low-key, so I've been watching videos, people talking about tattoos, and they say that fine line tattoos kind of disappear with time because they're so thin and the skin changes and all that stuff. So they kind of basically break down and kind of erase themselves. So low-key, I kind of want to get that because I'm not opposed to the idea of the tattoo just fading. So, and also because that's the only style of tattoo that I would actually like on myself. I love all kinds of tattoos in other people, but on myself, I feel like it would have to be something like this. So, I do love florals. Obviously, I love bookish stuff. And I also love like sayings and things like that, like very simple things. Obviously, dragons, books, and things like that are high up in my list. So I'm just gonna add a couple of things. I love this kind of tattoo like this. Like, it's not one big tattoo, but a bunch of small ones. I love how that looks. So I'm gonna add that. I love the floral and kind of like very nature inspired tattoos. Let's see. I love how this looks. Very simple writing and very simple florals. Very small things, very delicate. Placement wise, I don't know. I have ideas, but Not entirely sure yet about that. This is probably one of my top placements because I feel like I can see it, but I can choose not to look at it. But it's harder to cover with clothes with it, which is another thing. Like, I would like to be able to wear clothes and not have anything showing. I do absolutely love just all the little tattoos going around. Like, oh, it's so cute. Where did my thing go? This looks really nice as well. Very simple, very delicate tattoos. The next thing, and now I think we're gonna go into more serious, or not serious but bigger stuff, I guess. And also we're gonna go into more of career rather than personal stuff. The only thing that kind of sits in between both things is traveling more. So I'm going to put here travel. That doesn't say travel, but the algorithm understood what I meant. And I'm going to add some pictures of that because it's kind of a bigger thing that needs a budget and planning, but it's also something more for personal gain, I guess. So obviously I'm going to put Japan because that's one of the places that I want to go to. Let's put this one that says manifesting. Let's see. I want to visit the places where everyone goes to just to say that I was there, and because obviously there's a reason why people go there. But I also want to have a chance to go to places where a lot of people don't go to. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. Mexico. I feel like this is one of my top places. And it's so close that I feel like I should just go there, you know? Thailand. Yeah, I feel like I could save the entire thing because I want to go everywhere. This is absolutely beautiful. Okay, like I said with every other category, I could fall down a rabbit hole and literally just save every single thing on that category. So I'm going to move on to the next one, which is going to be, oh, there's so many things I can choose from, but let's go for the next one on the list, and that is finishing my PhD. And that, I'm on the fence with that one. I feel like I do want to go back and finish what I started, but I don't know up to what point I want to put myself through that again. I don't know. I feel like when I actually decide to do it, it's going to be because I'm super sure and I'm excited and I feel like I've regained that feeling of having it be what I'm meant to be doing. I think that at the time when I started my PhD last time, I was so determined and I was so sure about it, and because of everything that happened, I kind of lost that certainty and that confidence. And until I regain that confidence, I feel like I can't go back to it. But when I do, I know it's going to be because I know I want it bad enough, and I know for sure that it's something that I feel like it's meant to be for me. So that's how I'm gonna look at it right now, but I do want to do it in my 30s, so I have to keep that in mind. I'm going to add this one. I do want to add the I want a PhD so badly, because honestly, when I left, and especially when I graduated from my master's, I felt this emptiness in my heart that I could tell I was doing something that wasn't what I was meant to be doing. I knew that I should have been up there with the PhD students. And yes, I was proud of being up there with the master's students, but I knew that something was missing. So I know that feeling is not gonna go until I actually go back and do it. So I think it's more a question of when rather than if. I just need to keep it in mind and not let time just pass me by and, you know, not do it. Moving on from that one, because I don't wanna stay too long on that one, and I don't really see that much in there for that category. So we're gonna go on to the things that are more pressing in my head and in my life right now, which include starting a stationery business. Now, this is, I feel like that's the idea that I'm toying with right now because it's the one that feels the closest to me. But in general, I just want to be a business girly. I want to have my own thing, make it grow and help other people, and just like have this team and all this amazing stuff going on. I don't even know how to describe it. I can imagine how it looks. I just can't put it into words just yet. But I feel like my starting point would be something like that. Small business, sending packages. I don't know if it would be fully an online thing, but I do definitely feel like it would start as an online thing because it would be more affordable and more approachable. So I'm going to add these cute ones. Now, I said stationery business, and I feel like I have the idea in my head of what it's gonna look like. I just don't know where I'm gonna get the stuff from. Because I am not an artist. So I would have to either outsource or buy things pre-made and be like a seller rather than a creator of the stationery. But we'll see where that goes. Eventually, I hope to have my own brand with designers and make it personalized. For the foreseeable future, I would probably have to start with something smaller, something simpler, just things that are already out there, and maybe give them my own twist, but for the most part, buy things that are already, you know, made. So I'm adding a combination between how the business would look like and also what the vibes of a business girly would be like. So let's see if I can find a stationery business aesthetic. I do want to get into the whole books situation and, you know, like sell books or have a small bookstore. But I feel like that one is gonna need a lot more money. So I can't do that at the moment. Or at least I don't know how I would do it at the moment. So I'm going to add these. I love all of this. This is kind of what I envision myself running a business and like what I envision it being like. The next one is, I feel like the one that I am already doing, improving my content creator skills. I have been making content for a while, but I feel like I still have so much to learn. My videos aren't necessarily top quality, and I am very aware of that. So I feel like I need to do a better job at learning more about it and seeing what steps I can take so that I can make it better. So I'm gonna put here content creation aesthetic. And I am going to save a couple of pictures just to remind myself of that. I added this to my physical vision board for this year and also to my digital vision board. I feel like this is something that has been very present for me and I have been making progress in it. So it's something that I want to scale more in my next year of life, my next decade. I want to make sure that I keep the focus and I keep doing it, and that I make quality content that you guys actually want to watch. So that's the main thing. Making something that I love, something that makes me happy, and that you guys also enjoy and want to stick around and be here with me in this journey. So let's add this one as well. I have definitely said in the past multiple times that if there is a job that I want to do for the rest of my life, this is it. There are other things that I want to do and I want to experience, but the one thing that I see myself just doing over and over and over again is content creation. I think it's something that really speaks to me and matches very well with my personality and the things that I enjoy doing. So definitely it would be a dream if I could turn it into my full-time job. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. And this one is, like I said, something that I do want to experience, and because I went to school for it, I feel like I do want to do it. And that is having a library job. Is it something that I want to do for the rest of my life? Probably not. But is it something that still speaks to me in a deep level as a bookish girly and just as someone that loves the library? Yes, I feel like libraries are something that holds the community. I feel like libraries are very, very important for every community, and they are the ones that provide access to knowledge. What more important than that, you know? Obviously, besides schools, I feel like libraries give you a freedom of accessing knowledge and information without necessarily having a hidden agenda. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that go into what books libraries acquire and the whole book banning and book challenging situation. So we do have a lot of control in that situation, or a lot of people trying to control in that situation, I should say. But for the most part, you can go into the library, get a card, and access whatever book you want. And I think that's very, very powerful. Not to mention that libraries have a lot of other resources that we typically don't know about. And I encourage you to go and check out your local library and see what other things besides books they have, because there's a lot. Trust me when I tell you, there is a lot that a library can offer. And I don't know even what to say. I just know that libraries are very important for the community. They're very important for our growth as people, and supporting them and being there is very important. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, this probably doesn't make any sense, but in my head it does. So yeah, if I were to have the opportunity of working in a library, that would be amazing, because I feel like I could impact a lot of people and help them and just do a lot of stuff. I would get so much knowledge, more than I would have already. And it would just be something that I would wake up every morning and do it and not feel like it's a burden. You know, I feel like working at a library would actually feel something very fulfilling. It would feel nice. And I already spent a lot of time in the library anyway, so might as well. The last one that feels more of a very long-term thing is having an investment property. Oh my gosh. Now, when I say investment property, you know, this means real estate. I am not entirely sure what I want to do with it. I mean, most people go into real estate for housing, and there's a lot of drama in there. So I feel like, let me change my search, and I'm gonna put here commercial building, see if that yields anything. Commercial building interior. And the reason why I think about commercial buildings is because I feel like I could buy a space where I could have my store and then rent the rest to other small business owners, or anyone pretty much that wanted to have a space to start their business or whatever. And I think it would be profitable, to be honest. It is definitely a big business venture. And it's something, again, that I feel would allow me to help other people, because yes, I would be from the standpoint of someone who is charging the person to have a space, but I feel like I would have control on the rules and the pricing. And even though I would have to make decisions for the sake of the business, I could also make decisions with a heart, and not like a lot of people out there that unfortunately just see the numbers and they don't remember that these are people and these are people's dreams. And you know, giving someone the opportunity of renting a space where they can make their dream come true is a big thing. It's important. It's not just a contract. I feel like, you know, it's more than that. You're supporting someone's dream, even if you're solely the person giving them the space to do it. So I feel like I would have control over doing it in a more human way than just, you know, a big company having spaces where they rent it and it turns more of like a very impersonal machine kind of thing. So yes, I do want to have an investment property that is more in the commercial space rather than a residential space. But this is more of a maybe long-term dream. It's not something so set in stone, but I feel like it would be a good decision for money management. But that's another topic that I'm not gonna get into right now. That is the last item in my list. We've gone through all 12 of the bucket list things that I want to achieve in my 30s. I hope this gave you some inspiration, and let me know in the comments, is there anything that you want to do when you turn 30? And also, is there anything that you wanted to do when you turn 30 if you're already over 30? What has been that thing that you wanted to do, and have you already been able to do it? Are you in the process of doing it? Are you still thinking about doing it? Let me know what other things you would add to this list. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.